The Hidden Way of the Forest, Part 4, Trials and Shadows. The forest had grown darker in the weeks since Vladislav first walked its paths. The sun filtered through the thick canopy in narrow beams, casting strange patterns on the mossy ground. Shadows moved in ways that were not always natural, and whispers floated on the wind, carrying questions meant to unsettle the mind. Morana led Vladislav to the edge of a clearing, where a circle of stones marked a place of old power. Here, she said, you will face what is hidden not in the forest, but in yourself. As they entered the circle, the Leshy appeared once more, taller and more twisted than before. Its eyes glowed like embers. Do you believe you understand? It rumbled. Do you think your light can withstand the dark? Vladislav took a deep breath. He had glimpsed the teacher within, but fear still stirred in his chest. I do not know, he said. I only know I must see. The Leshy's laughter echoed like cracking branches. Suddenly, the clearing shifted, the trees bent unnaturally, the shadows stretched, and Vladislav found himself surrounded by visions, faces of those he had wronged, moments he had forgotten, and fears he had buried. Each one whispered doubt. You are unworthy. You are too small. You will fail. The teacher said, he who has come to know the world has discovered a corpse, and he who has discovered a corpse is worthy of life. Vladislav remembered the saying. The corpse was not outside, it was inside. It was the weight of fear, attachment, and false self. With trembling hands, he faced each vision. He did not push them away, nor did he cling to them. He saw them, acknowledged them, and let them pass like leaves floating down the river. A Rusalka appeared in the center of the clearing, her form shifting between beauty and sorrow. You see the shadows, but can you embrace the light? She asked. Can you act from the kingdom even when the illusions press in? Vladislav nodded. Remembering Morana's lessons, he stepped forward, not with force but with awareness. The shadows recoiled, the Leshy's amber eyes softened, even the whispering wind seemed to settle. The teacher said, when you make the two one, then you will enter the kingdom. He understood now that trials were not punishments. They were mirrors, the forest, the spirits, the fears. They were all reflections of the inner work he had yet to complete. Each challenge tested his perception, each obstacle sharpened his awareness. In the days that followed, Vladislav faced more trials. A Vodiano who dragged him into the icy depths of the river, forcing him to surrender control and trust the flow of life. Illusions of hunger and thirst that tempted him to abandon his path, teaching detachment and discernment. Encounters with villagers who mocked his transformation, challenging his compassion and patience. With each trial, Vladislav learned to act from the teacher's wisdom, not from fear or desire. He discovered that the kingdom was not a distant place of reward. It was present in every choice, every perception, every act of awareness. One night, beneath the silver glow of the moon, Morana spoke quietly. You have faced shadows. But remember this, the teacher is not only in trials, he is in the ordinary, the mundane, the unseen threads of life. To live the hidden way, you must carry both the darkness and the light within you. Vladislav closed his eyes, feeling the pulse of the forest in his chest. He understood that awakening was not a single moment of revelation, but a continuous practice of perception, reflection, and action. The trials had not broken him. They had refined him. The teacher said, the kingdom is inside you, and it is outside you. He smiled softly, knowing that the forest, the spirits, the river, the stones, and the shadows were all part of the living teacher. The hidden way was not a path to walk, but a state to inhabit. And so Vladislav continued, step by step, breath by breath, perception by perception. The forest around him was no longer